You know I rather like this pub.
Oh, an English boy, eh? You know, we saved your ass in World War II.
Yeah, well, we saved your ass in World War III.
That's true.
What's up? What is good? Today we're reacting to scary Simpsons predictions of 2026 that are already happening. This is insane. Coming into this month, I just thought the biggest thing I would be talking about is March Madness. No, we got wars going on. It's just going crazy. There's so much going on. And anybody who watched The Simpsons, you know they predict so much. Not even predictions. We're going to go to this comment right here real quick. They said it best. Allison Reese. I hope I'm saying it right. Hold on. Allison Reese. 6767. 67. These aren't predictions. They're revealing plans. This is 100% facts. It's just so many things that happen. And it's just like, bro, this is not coincidence, bro. This is like pre-planned events. Y'all drop y'all thoughts. And if you're first time on this channel, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. Make sure you drop your thoughts. Like, comment, and sub. Appreciate each and every single one of y'all. We're going to get right into it.
From Trump winning elections to the invention of video calling, the Simpsons have a crazy habit of getting the future exactly right. But the specific things they warned us about for 2026 are actually terrible.
They're happening, man.
It all starts with the unsealing of the elite secret files.
Oh, yes.
In the 2000 episode, The Computer War Menace Shoes, Homer discovers the internet and launches a gossip blog under the
Mr. X webpage. Twitter is X. Oh my gosh.
Mr. X. When he runs out of real scoops, he starts...
Bro, that's not a coincidence, bro. This is just not,
one
bro.
One of his made-up stories is actually a massive, true secret. As punishment for knowing too much, he gets kidnapped by a shadowy group.
What's going on? Help! I'm being kidnapped!
And taken to a mysterious prison disguised as a tropical beach.
Oh my gosh.
An island. The island is a place where
bro
secretly control global affairs.
Hello, operator. I'd like to report a really weird island. Please send lots of
bro, see, man.
Homer literally types, some creeps on an island somewhere are secretly running the world.
Bro.
Attention, crazy creeps on an island somewhere are secretly running the world.
Dang.
And the owners of the island warn him that no one leaves. Fast forward to 2026, and the internet is going crazy.
Yeah.
With newly unsealed Epstein files and court documents. People are pointing out that this episode wasn't just a lucky guess, because the Simpsons creator, Matt Groening, was actually in the unsealed Epstein court documents. Records show he even flew on Jeffrey Epstein's private jet, leading conspiracy theorists to claim he knew everything beforehand, and the episode was a dark inside joke. The internet is also losing its mind over a separate viral clip from a season 10 episode showing Lisa sitting on the lap of scientist Stephen Hawking. Since Hawking's name also recently appeared in real-life Epstein documents, people are calling this yet another terrifying link. The Simpsons warned us decades ago that if you dig into the secrets of the elite, you might end up on an island run by creeps. Another wild Simpsons prediction for 2026 is the American takeover of Greenland. In the 2000
Trump talked about this too.
On Lisa, there is a quick detail you probably missed. Homer is wearing a very specific t-shirt. The shirt shows Uncle Sam, who represents the US military, taking a giant bite right out of the planet. The exact piece of land he is biting into is Greenland. Underneath the picture, the shirt literally says, "Try and stop us." Fast forward to 2026, and this cartoon joke has turned into a massive, real-world...
This is a real thing,
Donald Trump has publicly stated that America needs to own Greenland for national security reasons.
And you defend ownership, you don't defend leases. And we'll have to defend Greenland.
He even warned that if the U.S. can't get it the easy way, they are going to do it the hard way. The problem is, Greenland belongs to Denmark, and they have made it very clear that their territory is absolutely not for sale. But with global tensions rising, political insiders are now warning that America might actually be gearing up to force a takeover of the island sometime before July of this year. The Simpsons showed us Uncle Sam eating Greenland over 20 years ago, and right now the government is trying to make that exact shirt a reality. A very dark Simpsons prediction for 2026 is extreme winter weather. In the 2000 episode, Skinner's Sense of Snow, a crazy and unexpected blizzard hits the town of Springfield. The snow is so bad that all the students get trapped inside the school. The town's power and roads completely fail. The important thing to note is that Springfield almost never gets big snowstorms.
And we all know what happened this year. Texas getting snow, Florida. So many places in the South that rarely ever get snow got snow this year.
The southern parts of the United States.
This was crazy.
In the episode, Homer and Flanders even get trapped inside a snowed-in car and start hallucinating because it is so cold.
Oh, I think we hit something.
I hope it's Flanders.
Fast forward to January 2026, and we are seeing massive, deadly ice storms hit places that never get snow.
Facts.
Heavy snow and ice have hit North America. A massive winter storm continues to move across the country.
States like Texas and the Carolinas had their power grids totally shut down. Millions of people were left freezing in their homes with no electricity or water. Major highways turned into solid ice. People were stuck in their cars for days, and grocery store shelves were completely emptied out in just a few hours because of the panic. The Simpsons even gave a hint about exactly when this would happen. In an older episode, there is a calendar in the background that shows a snowflake right in the middle of January. This lines up perfectly with the exact week the power grids failed again this year. The show always made fun of mayors and politicians not knowing what to do during a storm. In 2026, that joke is becoming a very scary reality for a lot of people.
Definitely was,
Another very concerning Simpsons prediction for 2026 is billionaire corporate towns. In the 1996
wait. Doesn't Elon and different guys like billionaires, don't they have towns? I've seen that somewhere before online.
Twice.
Nah.
It's a great new job. He moves his whole family to a place called Cypress Creek. This is a perfectly clean, brand new town built and owned completely by the Globex Corporation.
Welcome you on behalf of the president of the Globex Corporation.
The boss of the company is a man named Hank.
Oh my gosh.
He wears casual clothes, gives his workers free houses, and seems like the best boss ever. But he is actually an evil supervillain using the town to hide his crazy weapons. He even has a giant laser and fights the government while Homer is just trying to do his normal office work. Fast forward to 2026. And the richest tech billionaires in the real world are doing exactly this. They are buying thousands of acres of empty land to build their own private cities. Elon Musk is building towns in Texas just
I remember seeing this, yo. This is so wow. Oh my gosh.
Other rich tech guys are working on a massive project called California Forever. They are ignoring local mayors and building their own rules. They are buying up all the local water rights and building their own private police forces so they don't have to listen to regular state laws. The Simpsons predicted that when one big company owns your house, your grocery store, and pays your salary, you lose all your freedom. The Simpsons
too much
warned
control.
us 30 years ago not to trust a billionaire who wants you to live in his private town. Another amazing Simpsons prediction is cracking the math of the universe. In the 1998 episode, The Wizard of Evergreen Terrace, Homer decides he wants to invent things. Homer spends the whole episode feeling jealous of famous inventors and driving his family crazy by building weird things that do not work. In one quick scene, Homer is standing in his basement. He is writing on a chalkboard. The chalkboard is covered in a huge, complicated math problem. For a long time, viewers just thought it was a joke showing Homer trying to be smart. But fast forward to 2012, and scientists in Switzerland found something called the Higgs boson. People call it the God particle. It helps explain how everything in space gets its weight and mass. This was a massive deal in the science world, and the machine they used to find it cost billions of dollars to build. When real math experts looked back at the episode, they solved the math problem Homer wrote on the board. They found out that Homer's math actually predicted the exact mass of the God particle. This happened because one of the writers for the show
insane. Wow, that is crazy.
Actually studied advanced physics. He snuck a real math equation into the cartoon. Now, in 2026, as science gets even more advanced, people still look back at this episode. The Simpsons solved a massive space mystery 14 years before the smartest scientists in the world could figure it out. An even scarier prediction is the deep sea submarine.
Oh yeah, I've seen clips of that. Yeah.
Episode Homer's paternity coot. Homer goes on an adventure to find a sunken treasure ship. To get there, he gets into a very small, cramped submarine. He goes down with his fake dad, who has a much bigger and safer submarine.
Searching for treasure with my long-lost son.
Nah, that's messed up.
Himself in the tiny, dangerous one. He goes deep underwater, way below where it is safe. While he is looking around, his tiny sub gets stuck inside a cave. His oxygen starts to run out. A red warning light starts flashing in his face, and he passes out because he is trapped so far underwater. Fast forward to recently.
Not too long ago.
The exact same thing happened with the Ocean Gate Titan submarine.
Yeah, this was sad.
Paid a lot of money to get into a tiny experimental sub to look at the Titanic. Just like in the cartoon, the real-life submarine was driven by a cheap video game controller and was not tested.
What? It was driven by a cheap video game controller and not tested. Are you kidding? Bro, all this money they got, you're telling me that they decided to go that deep underwater and not at least get the controls right? That's insane. They cooked themselves with that. Like, really? You're going deep down in the ocean. You know Anybody knows, you learned this in school. The deeper you go, the stronger the pressure is. So you gotta make sure everything is in line. Y'all got mansions, y'all buy designer, all these cars, all this money y'all got, y'all decide not to fully invest in making sure that everything is going to run at an optimal level. That's crazy, bruh.
Before it went into the water,
that's wild.
Things went wrong deep underwater. People on
and this was sad though. This was definitely sad, but it's just like, when you doing stuff like this, you gotta make sure everything's in line. I mean, gosh dang, you got the money to make sure things are good. You don't want nothing bad to happen and you not being able to get out of it, you know?
Simpsons predicted that people would put themselves in extreme danger using cheap, untested vehicles.
Bro.
The small space, the oxygen running out, and being trapped at the bottom of the ocean makes this one of the craziest predictions the show has ever made. Another futuristic Simpsons prediction is AI baby translator.
Oh, this is a real thing now.
But The Simpsons showed us how it would be 1992. In the episode Brother, Can You Spare 2 Dimes?, Homer's brother Herb needs to make money. He watches Maggie crying and comes up with a big idea. He builds a machine that listens to baby noises.
Well, here it is again. My baby translator.
The machine then translates the crying into real English words.
Lavish attention on me and entertain me.
Maggie, you talk!
It tells the parents if the baby is hungry, tired, or needs a new diaper. Herb goes from being totally broke and sleeping on Homer's couch to being a millionaire again just by selling this one single invention to normal parents. Back in 1992, this was just a funny cartoon invention. Fast forward to 2026.
Yeah, it's a thing now.
This is a real thing.
Yes.
AI tech companies have made baby cry translator apps that you can download right now. These companies used AI to listen to millions of hours of real babies crying. Now, parents are paying expensive monthly subscription fees just to have this AI app on their phones to help them sleep at night. The AI can scan the sound of a cry and tell you exactly
what the baby
your
wants.
Baby wants. The exact machine that Herb built in the cartoon is now sitting on cell phones all over the world. The Simpsons knew that AI wouldn't just be for computers, it would be used to figure out what babies are trying to say. Another wild Simpsons prediction is the cooking oil black market. In the 1998 episode...
Bro, and another thing, it's crazy how all of these episodes came out in the 1990s and now we're in the 2020s and we're seeing a lot of this stuff become a thing. This is, man...
out that he can sell used cooking grease for cash. He gets Bart to help him. They drive around town in the dark. They sneak behind fast food places and steal the old grease out of the fryers.
Hey, you're taking our grease!
It's our grease now.
Ah!
We run the grease racket in this town.
Homer even tries to sell a few drops of grease to a guy who buys and sells animal fat, but he gets rejected because it is worth so little. They even try to steal a huge amount of grease from the school cafeteria, which leads to a fight in the air vents.
Ow! Stop pummeling me!
It was a really dumb, funny crime for Homer to do. Fast forward to 2026, and stealing grease is a massive real-world problem. Because everyone wants to use green energy and sustainable fuel, used cooking oil is now worth a lot of money. Because it is worth so much, real criminal gangs are stealing it. Restaurants are now having to put heavy metal padlocks and security cameras on their grease dumpsters just to stop people from draining them. Across the US and Europe, gangs are driving huge tanker trucks up to restaurants late at night. They are stealing millions of dollars of grease right out of the fryers. The FBI and police forces are actively hunting down these grease theft rings right now. The writers made up the dumbest crime they could think of, and in 2020,
I lie, no, that's
it is a massive
low-key, high-key smart.
Scary Simpsons prediction is a new super virus ruining shipping. In the 1993 episode Marge in Chains, a man working in a factory in Japan gets sick. He coughs into a box while he is packing a new juice machine. The box gets taped shut. It gets put on a big cargo ship. A few weeks later, the box arrives.
And the germs releasing, wow.
A green cloud of germs comes out. It is called the Osaka flu. And the whole town gets sick at the same time.
Oh my God.
The hospitals fill up and people start rioting. People in the cartoon start demanding crazy fake cures and even tip over a truck full of killer bees just because they are so scared and confused. Fast forward to
Corona,
and we are seeing this exact kind of global health panic play out right now.
Weeks ago, I thought they were going to talk about Corona.
The outbreak of the deadly Nipah virus hit West Bengal, India.
No.
This brain-killing virus has a fatality rate of up to 75%.
Oh my
and the sudden
goodness.
Caused international airports across Asia to immediately reinstate strict COVID-style health screenings just to stop it from spreading across borders.
Oh no.
But the craziest part of the prediction is how the virus travels. Because someone just coughed into a box halfway across the world, it managed to shut down an entire American city weeks later.
Wow.
The Simpsons showed us that because we buy
and prayers for anyone going through that right now. Like, that's tough. That's
things from overseas, viruses can travel in the mail. They predicted that global shipping would be the easiest way for a sickness to spread. Now, in 2026, experts are very worried about our supply chains and how easily germs can travel on cargo ships.
No, that's true.
Just like they did in the 1993 episode.
That's real,
An even
man.
crazier Simpsons prediction for 2026 is blocking out the sun. In the famous 1995 episode, Who Shot Mr. Burns? The rich boss Mr. Burns does something crazy. He builds a massive giant metal disc.
Wow, bro.
Tear down Burns' sun-blocking machine.
He uses it to totally block the sun from shining on the town.
That's wild.
He does this just so the town is always dark. That way, everyone is forced to buy electricity from his power plant to keep their lights on. This crazy plan makes the town so angry that someone actually shoots Mr. Burns to stop from taking away the sunlight. It was the most evil, cartoonish thing a bad guy could do. Fast forward to 2026, and scientists are really talking about doing this. It is called solar.
And you know the messed up part too, like, I'm sure there's somebody out there, billionaire or whatever, who would love to do this so that they can charge more people for electricity, bro. How evil. Like this is why the Bible talks about the love of money is the root of all evil. It's not money itself. But if your only thing is just money, 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 you'll do anything corrupt just to get more money. This is insane.
Real science.
This is crazy.
Paid by real
and imagine somebody living here and then, oh, just because somebody wants to block out the sun, now you got to pay more for electricity and rent. That's going to bring everything up. That's insane, bro. Oh my gosh, bro.
To dim the sun.
That's terrible.
They want to do it to cool down the earth and stop.
Bro, that's cat. That's an excuse. The thing is for more money.
Literally change the color of the sky.
Everybody needs sun, bro. We don't have any food in this world if the sun is not here. Like, come on.
How crops grow all over the world.
Exactly.
The billionaires want to do it anyway. At the same time, big energy companies are fighting over who gets to own solar power rights. In 1995, the idea of a rich guy controlling the sun was just a funny joke. But in 2026, we actually have the technology to block the sun, and people are just waiting to see which billionaire will try to do it first.
Yeah. Nah, man, this is a good video for sure. Drop your thoughts below. Like that in the beginning of the video, the comment I read, they're revealing the plans. Like, they're revealing plans and things that they're actually intending to do. Appreciate y'all tuning in, and until the next reaction, we out here. Peace.